Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 37 and welcome to the spooky month, or spoopy month, how we like to call it. I purposely took this lovely mug for you. If you're listening on Spotify, you will not see this cutesy spoopy mug that I got just for Halloween. Okay, and for everybody watching on YouTube, you're welcome. Also, obviously, as per usual, it is our host Stefie and
hello there, and
moi, Julia. I'm the second host. Stefie is my number one, if you know what I'm saying.
She's mine.
So cute. So anyway, we're gonna have 5 episodes during October, correct? 4 or 5?
I think, let me check.
4 or 5?
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, yeah, exactly. The way, like, the days fall. So we're gonna have 5 spooky episodes for you prepared for this month, and I hope you're ready. If you don't like Halloween, then this is the natural selection episodes where we're gonna lose you.
Yeah.
because we like it. So we're gonna be thinking about a few different ideas, maybe read some spooky stuff from Reddit that we find, talk about our favorite movies and games, yada yada yada. Again, if you have any ideas for specific podcast related spoopy content that you would like to see, feel free to leave those in the comments or shoot us a short message. We're always happy to read those. And yeah, this week we have a lot of updates for you. So we're gonna get right into it, and then afterwards we're gonna be talking about the spooky month. So Steffi, let's go. What's new? Tell us.
Okay, first thing, I mean, obviously Halloween is nice, super excited, right?
But
doing a lot of like brainstorming for the decoration for the Halloween party.
Steffi's turning 30.
Yes, I'm
Just so
turning
you know.
30. Thank you, Julia, for reminding me.
Yeah, you're
But
joining.
beside that, I was lying in bed yesterday. When I went to bed, obviously. I don't usually lay in my bed just casually. So
That's unfortunate for you.
I was in my bed because I wanted to go to sleep. And then I was just laying there and thought, I have 1 month and 10 more days in my 20s.
30 things to do before turning 30. You need a list, honey.
Is there something like this? Do I have to do that?
No. Listen, I didn't do that kind of shit. But like, I'm not gonna lie. There's people when they turn 29, they make a list called 30 things to do before 30. And they want to check off their list before they turn 30. So like, I don't know, visit Disneyland, get a pedicure, do anal, whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I don't know what it is, whatever it is, but you know, you could do 3 things before you turn 30 because you don't have much time left.
I don't have much time
No, I'm
left.
kidding.
It's kind of scary, but on the other hand, it's like, who cares?
Like,
Who cares?
honestly, it's such a stupid concept from humans to be like, it's like we're acting as if like as soon as the freaking how do you say it? The watch turns like 2:01 on your birthday and you turn 30, like half of your body just dies, or like your uterus shrivels up and half of your life is over. Like, we act as if like all of that stuff is happening from one day to another. Aging is happening every single day. It's a slow process. There's a lot of things that you can do to not age as fast, you know, take care of your health. I think it is a good and a bad thing. I like we talked about the book The Panic Years already. It's a book that I currently still read. I'm not fully finished yet. And she's talking about that a lot as well in the book, like the whole thing about like, oh, you're turning 30 and then oh, you turn 35 and you still don't have a child. You know, if you don't have a child by 35, your eggs are running out. You're 40. Oh, you should probably not, you know, do this and that anymore. But if you think about, like, think you're turning, like, what is the average age? I don't even know. But let's say you turn, like, at least 80 or something like that. If you're having no health issues or whatever, or any sudden stuff. Imagine 80. You still have 50 fucking fucking years ahead of you. You can reinvent yourself a million times again till then. Unless you want to be put in that box. So now you're 30. Now you should have your life together. Now everything should be, perfectly done, and your life should be set, and everything that you decided till this point. And then there's no running back for, maybe you're turning even 100. Like, I'm gonna be that bitch. I'm gonna be 100 fucking years old. I can tell you that already. And I'm super content. Like, I'm gonna be the most annoying 100-year-old lady you will ever meet. 100%. And I'm 100% gonna reinvent myself a million times till I'm 100. And I know turning 30 is scary because of all the social norms and standards and rules that we set. But I'm gonna tell you, you're probably gonna be faster than me with that. Like, I'm 32 now, and like the 29 and 30 was kind of rough for me with like getting through all of this. But now I got over it, and now I'm on the good side of 30. Now I'm like, if your life is not getting better by every year you age, by every day that passes by, you're doing something wrong. You're living wrong, Like, you start grieving your youth while you're still young, if that makes sense. Like, imagine being 80, sitting outside of the porch and realizing how stupid you were with 30 years old, feeling old. Like, it's all a part of perspective. But I know for you, it's not that intense. So I hope
it's like, at some days I'm so fine with it, right? And then there's days where it just gets me like thinking about
obviously
exactly what you said. Like, that's how it is. It's like 50-50, differs like every day. But yeah, speaking of reinventing, I recently revived my OnlyFans, guys.
Link in the bio, friends. We're gonna put it in the info box. There's gonna be a link tree. You're gonna click on the link tree of Stefie, because
and then it's OnlyFans behind the scenes.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to link OnlyFans directly, because you are not allowed to link it directly on Twitch, for example.
True. Yeah. So I don't think you can do that.
There's gonna be a link tree of Stefie. There's gonna be a link tree of me, and in both of them you can find the OnlyFans link if you want to. I'm just gonna say Stefie is pretty spicy. And do you know that I actually got messages on my OnlyFans if you're doing OnlyFans?
What, really?
Yeah, like
I just saw we have a few subs together. I saw a few commenting. Yeah, nah. But I saw some commenting under your post. Yeah, of course.
Of course, we have some in
the filthy boys. The filthy boys. Yeah, guys, give me your money. I have no mercy on you with my OnlyFans. I don't care. I just fucking degrade you.
If you wanna have somebody that's treating you like bitch, subscribe to
I'm the mummy.
Yeah.
I'm the mommy, guys. So yeah, that's one thing I did. I feel like I have more time and motivation again for it. I kind of want to do it.
Also the money,
out of many reasons.
Also the money.
Of course, also the money.
Listen, if anybody is listening, doesn't matter where you are in life, what do you want to do? If you've been thinking about doing OnlyFans and you're waiting for that one sign to be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it, this is your sign. Make it. Even, like, it doesn't matter what kind of following you have, if your mom is gonna see it, whatever it is. And even if you make $50 a month and then you can, like, I don't know, go out for a nice dinner with your friends, do it. Like, it's extra money. It's something, like,
sell your body, guys.
It doesn't matter what you want to sell. If it's just your toes and your feet, or like if you have nice hands, if you have a great booty, if you want to go all out and do like the full movie POV experience, whatever you're comfortable with in sharing, do it. Like, honestly, like I can only say, like, I don't share as much of me, right? As others do, right? Like, I'm not doing anything as Stefie, for example. So if you want to have a little bit more, all out there, you go to Stefie. And if you just want to see like cute little schoolgirl things, you watch mine. But what I wanted to say is, like, you get so much confidence from those people there. Like, it is not like Instagram where people are like, oh yeah, there's this is negative, and did you gain weight or whatever it is. Like, I literally did not get a single negative thing
Yeah.
ever. Yeah.
Beside the
Yeah.
one thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. We should like whenever if you plan on doing some, I don't know, you can do like these promotion things as well, right? Where you have, I don't know, 10% off or whatever discount you want to give. Like if we ever do promotions, we can promote it on each other's pages. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, guys, my queen MissRage is having a promotion subscription, a 5% off or whatever.
Yeah.
So we just trade the boys.
Exactly. And maybe we're gonna do some feet collab once, huh?
Oh my god, that would be
Or
amazing.
in general, like I would
Need a
be up.
jacuzzi.
I have 2 nice schoolgirl sets as well, Steffi.
Ooh, okay.
I'm saying I
Okay.
have like a nice Faltenrock, like a nice skirt in
Mhm.
black and in gray, and I have stockings and I have everything. So
We should do
whenever,
that. We should do that.
honestly, would be stupid if it wouldn't.
Yeah,
So
true.
I'm up for that. I have
True.
I have all
We're
the tripods, everything.
good. We're Jessica Nigri and Amaranth of Wish.
Okay, yeah, but who is who?
Who do you want to be?
You know who I want to be.
Amaranth. Okay, I'm Jessica.
Clearly, I want to be Amaranth. I'm not even sure who is making more money at this point.
True that. I think Amaranth though.
I think
Like,
Amaranth she's milking it just way harder.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
I
going
think-
back to our updates, otherwise we're gonna just talk about
Sorry.
OnlyFans for 2 hours.
have-
I'm sorry.
Yep. I have a very Ben and I started a new show on Netflix,
Mhm.
which is called Midnight Mass, and we were watching like an episode per day. And then on Friday, I was home alone because Max was out for a company event,
Mhm.
and I invited Ben over, right? And then we watched not actually 2 episodes, and we were just it's a bit.
Imagine people don't know who Ben is. They're like, Steffi has a second boyfriend. Or
Mhm.
affair.
I have Ben as my affair since I was born. So.
Exactly.
And we were watching this, and Midnight Mass is kind of like it's a bit spoopy. It has very it has a lot of tension in the show, and the story is pretty cool. But it's very like you're sitting here just waiting for something to happen, right? And you have this constant feeling of, oh my god, what will happen? And then we were just like making a joke and giggling a little bit, and all of a sudden it rang at my door. And we were both like looking at each other. I paused the show. We were like sat in silence there and almost started laughing. We were like, what's happening? Who's ringing there? I don't expect anyone. And then after a while, it rang again, just once. And we were like, we're not going there.
Like, did they ring from downstairs or like in
No,
front of
on top, like in front of my door.
Okay.
And I was so confused because I didn't expect anyone, and no one's coming by at 8 or without saying anything. And then we were like, is it the kiss? We don't let the kiss in. Like, I don't know. So yeah. And then it stopped, and I just like tried to go to my door, like without making any noise. And my floor is very loud, right? Because it's old wooden floor, so you hear almost every step.
screeching,
So I
yeah.
tried to go there, and no one was in front of the door. It was dark in the staircase. And then I texted Maria because they're living under us, right? Did you just ring? And she didn't reply, so I called her boyfriend, Max's brother, Luki,
Mhm.
and said, Luki, did you just ring? And he was like, yes, why? And I was like, oh my god, you just creeped the shit out of us. We were watching a spoopy series, like, and you were just ringing once, and he usually like just rings more times, right? Not only once. It
Yeah.
was so weird because it was just one ring and then one ring again. Then he started laughing and said, yeah, he just needed the paper for the oven. And we were like, oh my god, I was so relieved.
Oh
was
my
super-
God.
It was super spoopy. But yeah, beside that, World Song, League of Legends World Song
Mhm.
dropping, right? Lil Nas X
Lil Nas
performing
X,
it.
yeah, new CEO of League of Legends,
I'm very excited for that.
leaking the
Very excited.
Udyr nudes.
The new deer, yeah.
Nuder,
yes.
yeah.
And Ben will gift me or gifted me for my birthday this year the Blackpink concert tickets. So
Oh
I'm super excited
shit.
for that. I'm going to the concert in Cologne where Julia just was recently
Lanxess Arena.
at.
MGK.
And how was it?
It was 10 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you, I stalked him for 2 days straight.
Really?
Respectfully, though. Respectfully.
I just saw this one story with the lighter where you guys thought, but was
Oh
there a
my
previous
God.
story? Because that was kind of like I didn't realize if that was out of context or anything. Because you just posted, I just saw
No.
this
There's a
where you said,
video. There's a video. You need to check on Instagram. I even posted the reel where we were.
"Oh, okay, then I
Yeah.
didn't see that."
You need
Okay, okay,
to you
okay,
need
okay.
to watch the reel. Like, it is
Okay.
without sound. It's just like, I'm gonna explain the story later. Or
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you done already with your
No,
updates?
that was the transition. Oh my God, Blackpink
Oh
concert in
my
Cologne,
God. I'm
same
so sorry.
arena.
Sorry, I thought there's more to your updates. So yeah, I was in Cologne, where Stefie is going in December, right? Is it in December? That Blackpink?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I just came back yesterday from Cologne. I was Friday till Sunday. Saturday was the concert of MGK. In case you don't know yet, you have never watched my background. There's literally MGK staring at me behind me. My favorite artist of all time. I love him. I'm in love with this man for so many reasons. Such a broken soul. I just wanna fix him.
Fix
Kinda.
him
Plus his
in the
music is
bed
amazing.
while being naked.
Wherever he needs fixing, I'll be there. So anyway, I really wanted to meet him. Like, really, like, I feel like there's something about this human that just has this weird connection to me. I
Mhm.
probably don't, I'm just a huge fangirl, but I still,
Mhm.
on a deep inside, believe that there's something. Even if it's just a
Mhm.
friendship, like, I'm not saying anything. Like, I just
I know
connect
that
with him.
feeling, Julia, don't worry.
So I really tried to get like tickets, like meet and greets or something. Like, in America, they have meet and greets where you pay for a ticket like $500 and you get 10 minutes to spend with him before the concert. Like, in a group of, I don't know, 20 people, everybody gets a picture. You get like a backstage tour, that kind of stuff, right?
Can a
And
lot
then
happen in these 10 minutes? But yeah.
so no, anyway, I would have paid $500 or even
Yeah.
800. I don't care. I would have paid that just to see that person, have a picture with him, hug him, whatever it is he's comfortable with doing, just have a 30 seconds chat. That would have been the best. But sadly, in Germany, or at least at the concert where I was, they were not doing that.
Mm.
I think he doesn't do that at all at his tour in Europe. I'm not sure. So I was super, super devastated. We got good tickets though, good view. And he didn't do that all tour while he was in America. It was the first concert in Europe. And
Mhm.
on the day that the concert was, he just leaked in the morning, or not leaked in the yeah, he leaked his hotel. Like, he was like,
God damn.
guys, I'm here. This is my balcony. I showed you the view. He was staying across of the fucking Kölner Dom, so across the
Yeah.
church. And he was like, I'm gonna be out on my balcony in 2 hours. So if you guys wanna just,
Oh my
have a quick look
God.
at each other before the concert, you can come by. What did Jess and me do? I was like, Jess, I'm sorry, but we gotta go there. Jess was 100% in. I was there with Jess, like our
Yeah.
editor, our good friend. So I had a great time with Jess. We went there with the
Mhm.
scooters. We were 2.5 hours early, I think, or we waited 2 hours there. Like, I think we were the first ones there, like, or like the first 5 people. Like, there were 5 or 10
my
people
God.
maybe there, and we had the best spot. Like, it was across the hotel. He said he would
Yeah.
come out on the balcony, and we were exactly parallel, like across the street to his
Yeah.
balcony. Same like, I have videos and everything. There's also gonna be a vlog about this, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And so we waited there, and while waiting, I saw the guitarist Sophie. Like, she's a really famous guitarist that just joined the band this year. She's from the UK,
Mhm.
and I saw her walking out of the hotel, going to McDonald's. And I was like, and she's so beautiful, she's so nice, she's so sweet. She's also pretty known. I think she has like 700,000 followers or something on Instagram.
Mhm.
So pretty
Mhm.
known YouTuber and everything. And So I was like, fuck, I saw her. And then I was like, Jess, is it okay if you stay here for the spot? Because at that point, there were many people already. Nobody saw that Sophie went out there, or maybe nobody knew who she was. And then I saw her going into a McDonald's that's like one like at the corner of the street. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be rude and like interrupt her or like be like, while you're eating, that's just something you don't do. I waited half an hour outside of the McDonald's for her to come back out.
Oh
my
god.
I was like, I'm so sorry, Sophie. I hope this is not like rude or anything, but I would love to take a picture with you if that's okay. And she's like, oh my god, your eyeliner is so beautiful. And I was like, I was dying.
This is your entry card. I'm pretty sure she told MGK about this because you were so cute waiting in front of the McDonald's. Yes, this is how it will happen.
One day, maybe. I'm gonna have to become friends with Sophie. No, but she was so sweet. She like talked to me a little bit. She took a picture with me, and then I went back up, and then we waited longer, and then he came outside on the balcony. He had a champagne bottle. He sprayed it all over everybody waiting outside. Then a fucking pink Hummer in English. Hummer limousine pulled up in front of the hotel. There was hundreds of people at this point. It was so crowded. And then he went outside on top of the Hummer, popped champagne again on everybody, and then went in the limousine. And I got a picture of myself, like, look, he's right there. Like, I was like, I don't know, 2 meters. Not 2 meters, but like 5 meters away from him or something. Yeah. So I kind of got a picture with him, not the one I wanted, but you know, I manifested it. I put it out in the universe. I'm gonna get a picture with him. I did get a picture. You got with him. It. Not the one that I wanted, but you know, a good first try. One day I'm gonna meet him. I know. So yeah, and then the concert in the evening. It was amazing. Like, and what you saw on Instagram. So basically, the day before the concert. I arrived in the evening at 7, and then we were like, oh yeah, let's grab some food with Jess. And our hotel was super near to the stadium. And so we just went to Subway, and then on the way back, we had it like with onions and stuff. So we were like, oh yeah, we don't really want the hotel room to smell. And like in the Subway as well was like 15 really annoying teenagers that were about to start punching each other in the face and calling each other names. Like, it was horrible. So we were like, you know what, whatever. There were like those benches outside of the arena. It was the day before, and they just had the freaking sound check inside, right? So we saw in the stories they were inside, they were doing sound check, whatever. And on this day, MGK's hair was still blonde, and then he colored it pink on the day he did the thing on the balcony and for the concert. So we knew he was blonde at this time. We were eating a Subway outside, and all of a sudden Jess was like, there's somebody behind you. Like, I think it's him. And turn around, out of a sudden, like, you need to see the video. Like, I'm gonna show you the video. It's on Instagram as well. So I was just eating my Subway, and out of a sudden behind me, there's freaking
let me watch this.
in the corner. And I was like, what the actual fuck? That's him. Right? Like, the exact way he dresses, like the blonde hair, the snapback that he has on sometimes. And I was like, holy shit, that cannot be. There was nobody. Yeah. It was just two of us and him in the back, and he was rolling a joint. And he's smoking a lot, right? So we were like, there is no way that guy looks exactly like MGK, rolls a fucking blunt next to arena where they're having the fucking sound check right now. No way. So, and then I was frozen. I was like, I don't know what, I can't. And then Jess was like, you know what? I got cigarettes. I'm going to go there and ask him for a lighter and see if it's him. So she goes there. The hero, Jess, the fucking hero, she goes there. She's like, oh, do you have a lighter for me? And then it was just a German dude that really looked like MGK. Sadly. No. Yeah. But it looked like, if that would have been him, imagine how crazy that would have been. But anyway, that was already like crazy. And then I filmed myself, like when I saw him behind me, I was like, what the fuck? And I just thought, like, imagine
How are the odds,
nobody's gonna believe me that. And there was nobody. There was like people camping in front of an arena, maybe like 10 people, but on a complete other side. Like we were not in front of the entrance or something. We were behind the arena where we were eating because there were benches. So there was absolutely no one. So what were the odds for this to happen, right? So
also, how are the odds that there's a guy standing there looking exactly like him? You know what I mean? Like, how fucked up is it?
I mean, it's probably somebody that's gonna go on a concert the day after or something. I guess
still,
probably a fan or something that dresses like this.
It's
I don't
like,
know.
It's crazy though. Still,
yeah, completely. Like the coincidence was insane.
Yeah.
And then you know what the next coincidence was? So it was really like cold outside, so I had a shirt, a hoodie, and then a leather jacket. And I thought it would be cooler in the arena as well because we had like seating spots. And so I wore like a really white, thick t-shirt underneath, like my Nirvana t-shirt. And then we sit down in the arena. It's really warm. I took out my hoodie and then sit at an MGK concert with a fucking Nirvana shirt on. And then, you know how before the act start, they just have a playlist running, right?
Yeah.
They turn on the music, and the first fucking song to play is Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. And I'm just sitting there like, what is going on in the fucking universe? And literally, like, the whole weekend with Jess, it was just things like that happening all the fucking time. And we also met like another guy when we were waiting for MGK, and that guy was saying, oh yeah, it's Cologne, this is Köln, das passiert nur, weil es in Köln ist. And now we have this thing with Jess where we're always saying, oh, it's just Cologne. Like whenever something weird happens like this, it's just Cologne. So
oh my god,
that was that. Then Thursday I'm flying to London, so we're gonna meet Jess and Laura, Stricky. We're gonna go to the Harry Potter studios. We're gonna get a tattoo together. So that's happening this week. So I'm gonna start rewatching all the Harry Potter movies today, I think, to you know, kind of get into the hype of this.
Refresh, yes.
Exactly. We're gonna get the tattoo together. And also after, you know, us talking a lot about like how is it worth, you know, streaming and how you invest your time and stuff like that. And Stefie and me, we also talked a little bit again before the stream how I make double the amount of money, or more than double what I make on Twitch I make on OnlyFans. With when you compare the times that I invest in the platforms, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So what I kind of, and it came over me the other day where it's like, if I would really focus on, you know, making proper YouTube videos and not just recycle stream content, but really like take more time out of my week to create unique content to other platforms but Twitch, that should not sound like cocky or stupid or anything. Like, I know I could be successful in every platform if I put the work in. Like, I know that if I wanted to, if I would seriously commit. So what I want to do is that I already only stream 5 days a week. I want to cut half a day of this off. So I might even take another day off because before I was streaming 6 days a week. And with 6 days a week, I don't have to tell you, like, I was never caught up with my work. Never, ever. Like, I was always struggling. Yeah?
You need time to rest as well.
Exactly.
Like, the days where this one day, one day you took off was for doing all the other work you had to do.
Exactly.
And there's, like, you need a fucking day to just chill.
Exactly. So, and I think, like, a year ago, I started taking 2 days off. So I would only stream, under quotation marks, 5 days a week. And now I'm at the point that I do this 5 a week streaming for so long that I just see this is the right rhythm for me to get done with all the stuff, have some rest, and I also take time for my friends and so on, right? Yeah. But I also noticed that when I took this extra day off, I took it to create more content, right? I wanted to have a content day where I can just create stuff for other platforms. And then it turned out that, you know, like Monday, like today, we're recording the podcast. So, and I'm cleaning and whatever, and
Yep.
then I do all the other stuff on Friday when I meet friends or whatever. So realistically speaking, I would need another day, or at least that I say on one of the days where I usually start in the morning. Instead, I'm gonna start in the late afternoon and use the morning to either edit myself or maybe
Yep.
film something. Like I had the feeling, for example, I played so much Dreamlight Valley lately that I was like, you know what? I played 50 hours in the first week this game came out. I literally know everything about this game. When I search for like complete guides, there's nothing really good, and I felt like it's missing. I don't know if there's really a demand for that, But
No,
I
but
think,
still.
yeah, I had the feeling I was like compelled to make like a guide for this game. Like
Yeah.
the most important things you need to know about this game, and then I show you everything, kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I really feel like doing this. So I might do this week, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the time, because we're traveling to London. So maybe
Yeah.
the week after. But yeah, I felt the urge before I felt to Cologne to change up something and focus a little bit more on other platforms. This time, like really like even taking more time. So that's what I'm probably gonna do. And I keep thinking about getting a sewing machine again. Like, we talked about it for your birthday. And I have so many creative ideas since I just said that once. And I was like, it's a commitment. Like, I mean, obviously I can afford it, but still, like, I don't want to buy like a sewing machine for 200 euros, then use it twice, and then it's gonna, dust up. So, but I kept on thinking about so many creative, different things I could do, even just for my daily life. Like, for example, I want to have like a split colored hoodie, where I have like one side like white, one side black, or like pink and white, or whatever it is. And I can never find some that have like a nice cut like the other, like those super short ones, or super big, or they're like a turtleneck, but I want a hoodie or whatever it is. And this way I could just buy like 2 full colored ones and then make 2 out of that, and then give one to you, and or whatever it is, right? So I just don't worry about it. So I just feel compelled to do those 2 things for some reason. Like, just keep coming back to my mind. So I think today I'm gonna commit, order the sewing machine, and then once I'm back from London, I think I'm gonna commit more time to content production. I mean, I kind of already started with just like vlogging the whole Cologne experience. Then I'm gonna vlog the whole London thing. I finally finished finally finished the vlog for Dubai, which is gonna come out, and I'm working on a lot of creative things.
I think that's a good idea, Julia, with both, with the sewing machine and with you.
Like, it's potentially also
taking
new
some work
content for Twitch, where I'm saying like, I just don't feel like playing video games all the time anymore, and I want to be creative. And I think sewing is something I can do. Like, I haven't done for 10 years, but I went to school to learn how to be a freaking tailor. So why would I not share that maybe, with people? Maybe it would be something that people like to watch. Anyway, so those are the 2 things I feel compelled to, and I just wanted to share.
I think that's a good idea.
Sorry for talking so much.
And I'm looking forward to both, like whenever, like, if you're gonna stream this, or if you just make something in private and show it, and for the Disney stuff as well. I like the idea a lot. And I think there's a lot of people that can be helpful too.
Of course. And I mean, the thing is, the game is going to be played not only now, but it's going to be played in the next months. People is always going to discover it. So maybe. And what did I wanted to say something. Oh yeah, and I feel like just like over the summer, I focused so much on friends and things that I wanted to do, and also now with traveling, that I satisfied myself with social cravings and like all the things that I wanted to do, and I feel like all of my creativity that was leaking because I was craving other things that I couldn't, like the Sommerloch, I don't know how to say it, like the summer. Like, we say that in summer, everything like social media is usually like really bad number wise, right? So a lot of people, and I'm mostly talking about myself here probably, but I don't put a lot of effort into anything social media during the summer. I more enjoy my life, because no matter what you do in summer, everybody's traveling and doing its own stuff, so you get less traffic on all the social media. So I really let go on trying to improve anything for the last few months when it comes to my content. And now I feel so recharged and so creatively loaded with new ideas and new things that I want to do that I'm back ready to invest like a lot of energy in this again, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can relate to that, especially because I work so much in summer, right? I have literally zero time to think of anything like to do on my platforms. Like I have
Mm,
no idea what to do. I have no energy to like brainstorm a lot because the 3 days I have, I stream obviously or streamed in
mm,
summer. So I had no energy for that. And now like that it's slowing down and it's like it's autumn is coming, everything's getting back to like people are home more often and stuff like that, right? So I feel like I have more energy now as well, and especially when it gets cooler and rain and everything is just making me so happy
yeah,
that
same.
I'm so excited to like do stuff again now and make stuff, create stuff, whatever it is. I don't have like specific ideas like you have already, but I'm just I'm just having the energy again
Yeah.
because work is less now.
Yeah, that's
And
so nice to have.
yeah, with YouTube, it's also like it was kind of a little refresh for me, a
Oh yeah,
nice refresh for
I saw
me.
you actually really enjoyed the streaming there now, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's like it's not a new start, right?
Hmm?
But it's I enjoyed or I enjoy and like that I swapped and just try out the stuff because
Are you still gonna
it's
stream on
just a
Twitch every now
win-win
and
for me.
then? Or at the moment
Mm,
no interest in that?
not at the moment, at least.
Okay.
Like I'm sticking to YouTube for now. Also, I CBA to change everything in OBS all the time. Like
You can make you know that you can make different profiles, right?
I have different profiles,
Okay.
but I don't want to connect to all the bots and everything all the time for YouTube and for
Oh, okay,
Twitch.
yeah. I see that. Yeah.
So that's only one small reason, but YouTube is just like gaming wise, and the whole experience is so much better because the quality for me is so much better with my internet.
Mm,
So I can actually enjoy the games again, the ones I
yeah.
play. So
Yeah.
I really do enjoy it.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
100%. Okay, I think
I
that
think
those were
that's
the
it.
updates. Now we can go to the listener of the week if you want.
Mhm. Grinsekätzchen replied on YouTube.
She
Really
also
enjoyed this.
shares us often on Instagram,
Yes.
by the way. So thank you so much for that, Grinsekätzchen.
Yes. Thank you for your support. We really do appreciate it. And she said, really enjoyed this episode. As always, I'm open to more Reddit posts discussions. Already 34. Just realized how fast time flies. It's crazy, right?
Really
The
is.
year's almost over as well. And Julia, we haven't missed. I
We
did we
haven't
talk about it
skipped a single episode.
last
I think we
episode?
did
I know.
shortly, but still, like, imagine we make a whole year.
Crazy.
It really is. It
Crazy.
really, really is. But I'm super happy and proud of us. And I think with
Yes, I am as
how
well.
it's going, we're not gonna skip this
No.
year. I'm confident.
Mm-mm.
And even if we're
Mhm.
gonna sit here and I record over my phone being sick in bed, we're not gonna skip a fucking episode.
That's the task.
Yeah. But to actually come to our topic, which is Spoopy Month, we thought about, first of all, obviously most of you are but most of you probably know what Halloween is, the whole thing, like, oh yeah, in America everybody made this holiday where you would dress up and you collect candy, go from door to door. And if you're coming from Austria especially, I think when we were younger, it was not. I talk about like people, Stefie in my age, in the 30s. You can say that now almost.
Back then in
Back
1980,
then.
guys.
1990. We're not that old, please. What was I saying? Yeah, exactly. So everybody has like this picture in their head. So we just wanted to read out a little bit, like, what is Halloween? Where does it come from? Just so we're all on the same page for this month. Maybe you weren't really aware what the backstory to everything is, and then Steffi and me talked about it, that we have actually some equivalent kind of tradition to that, but with a twist. So that's what we're gonna talk about, and also, like, do we like Halloween? What was our experience when we were younger? How do we like it now? Do we just think it's something stupid that came over from America to make money, like whatever it is. Steffi, you want to read out what Halloween is for us?
Yes, mistress.
Thank you.
Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year on October 31st. And Halloween 2022 will occur on Monday, October 31st.
Just for an episode, perfect.
The tradition originated with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. In the 8th
Century?
In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints. Soon, All Saints' Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved into a day of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, donning costumes, and eating treats.
Exactly. So as said in the thing, it was in the article, it was meant to ward off ghosts, right? So you get rid of like bad ghosts, whatever it is. And we have a similar tradition in Austria. It's called Pertenlauf here. So I don't think there's a translation for what a Pert is. Like, it's basically people. It sounds really fucked up. If you haven't seen that, you can Google Pertenlauf. It's really scary. It's basically people dressing up as demons. So the different and masks, like so every
Krampus.
village, Krampus, the devil, so basically devils, demons, whatever it is, and in the different villages and cities, they would carve their own masks out of wood and paint them, and then they would wear like a full fur suit, and they would run around with really heavy cowbells. And what that was thought of, so that starts for us in November and sometimes goes almost till January sometimes. Most of the time it ends around Christmas though. And it was used to scare off the evil ghosts of winter and gets rid of them. Winteraustreiben is Austreiben of the old year, so you would get rid of all the evil spirits of the current year to cleanse everything and start a fresh year, basically. Is what it's meant. And they also used the cowbells that they had hanging on them to scare off the ghosts, basically. So we have kind of similar tradition. It starts at the same time. So like end of October, Halloween, ends, and then with November, it's cleansed. That's the principle of Halloween, which makes sense for us because we start cleansing then in November till end of the year, if that makes sense. So it's really similar to us. First, it's more or less that we have groups of people from different villages and cities, and they go all together. So all the groups from all the villages always meet at one evening, and they walk through every village, every city almost in Austria, and they travel around basically from November till January to cleanse every city of everything. And it's actually really scary if you see those people. And there's always an angel walking with them, right? What is it? An angel? A Krampus? A witch? A witch? A Hexe geht noch mit, oder?
I have no idea if I'm honest.
I'm not really that good because I'm really fucking scared of them. Like, as a child, like, it used to be really crazy where they would be allowed to whip people, like with like whips and chains, and they used to be really, really aggressive at some points, and then people would drink in the costumes, and because it makes you anonymous. They were real assholes and dickholes, real dickheads back in the day. Like, I remember when I was in school, they were allowed to change in our gym, in our school gym back then.
Yeah, same.
And you know what they did here? Like, when I was still in school, they were hiding a goat's head, like a cut of goat's head in our gym.
What?
It was real fucked up. It was in the news and stuff back then, yeah.
Oh my god. You know what I did once?
What did you do?
It was in Wernberg.
Yeah.
With the Berchtenlauf, they also were allowed like to change in the fitness in the gym there.
Yeah.
And there was one Krampus or Bercht that was super annoying, and it was like he was my height, kinda. And at some point, like, he was annoying so much and he was provoking a lot and all of my friends and
Mhm.
just like smashing his whip or whatever he had, the wooden stick, right? And
Yeah.
I got so aggressive, like I completely freaked out, started screaming and started running after him, and he ran away from me. And
No.
he ran into the gym and I ran after him. I was infuriated. I was so fucking mad at him. He ran into the elevator. I ran into the elevator, didn't stop screaming at him until he took off his mask. Because he was
crazy.
so scared of me. Yeah,
Like I remember like also for like in our time it was already not that bad, but I remember like my aunt told me when she was a child, they were so rough that she got beaten up by one with like metal chains when she was younger, that she had like bruises everywhere at one
yeah,
point.
but I think it was like it was a bit. They were harsh, but then again, at our time, like when we were teenagers, they were all so fucking wasted that they
Yeah, they were
just
always
didn't stop
drunk.
hitting you.
Yeah.
Like that's the bad part about it. I like the idea behind it, right? With
Yeah.
cleansing and getting rid of the ghosts and
But they
everything.
didn't do it for that. For
Exactly,
many of those
exactly.
people, it was just like a
Yeah.
reason to be anonymously an asshole and then
Yeah.
beat the shit out of people with getting away from it, getting away with it. I have to say now though, they all have to wear numbers. Like they all have like a little tag on the back with a huge
Mm-hmm.
number, so you can report them to authorities if
Yeah.
they do something. So obviously like now it's way stricter and
Got
everything
better.
than back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
And I think there's certain regions, I forgot, I think it's like in Vorarlberg or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
where they would literally beat each other up, like where they would run. So they would have like those huge wooden tables where you would
Mm-hmm.
hide behind as a non-customized person, and then all
Mm-hmm.
the Perten would run at you and beat the shit out of you.
What?
Yeah, yeah. But they do it
Oh
on
my
purpose,
god.
so you could choose to go in there and like
Yeah, yeah.
fuck each other up. Like I don't know. It's just a weird thing, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our kind of tradition to that, I guess. Wait 1 second. I just need to write Nathan. Um,
Do it.
uh,
We can talk about
I think
Halloween meanwhile, guys.
somebody rang.
The ringing again.
They're ringing again. Yeah. Oh no, somebody's ringing at the door. I hope
Creepy.
he is. Oh no.
Huh?
Yeah. Now Jinx is barking too.
Wanna go there, check?
I think he's gone now.
Nothing's happening.
I think so. No, he's coming. Okay. Thank you so much. So yeah, that is like the tradition that we have for that, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
It's like kind of the equivalent, but we have it like over multiple months. Now to talk about like how did we learn about Halloween? What was our experiences? What are your like memories from when you were a child? Like how did you got to know about it, and how do you feel about Halloween now?
To be honest, I have no idea if we ever celebrated it or had like I don't remember if one of my childhood friends like hosted a Halloween
Yeah.
party or anything. I
What's up,
can't
Nathan?
really remember that.
Oh, I need to sign something. Sorry. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
right
yeah,
back.
dude.
Can you just
I'm
check
gonna
the
tell
time
my
for the
story.
line?
So what I did, Julia won't hear it now, guys, but I'm just telling it to you. I can't really remember. There wasn't really a dedicated Halloween party as far as I remember. It was also always around my birthday, right? Because my birthday is on the 28th of October. So I usually had my birthday parties around that time. And Halloween wasn't really a thing for me when I was a child. And I think like I got more interested in it when I got older. Like what we also have here is carnival, right? So for the US, Halloween is that kind of day or holiday where people dress up as whatever they want. Like no matter if you go as your favorite Marvel movie character, whatever it is, like Marvel hero or just like your favorite manga anime character or whatever it is, you dress up like that on Halloween. But we have carnival for that. So where you dress up as your favorite character or your favorite movie character on carnival. I'm just talking
It's the
about like carnival
Klima
and
bonus.
Oh,
got
god
I got
damn.
my
Why do you
cleanup
get a letter for that? I already have that on
because
my bank account.
I think they didn't have my bank account number or something like that.
Oh,
So
okay,
I think I'm getting the cash.
God
Let
damn.
me see. Let me see. Okay, so what you were not dressing up
You
as a
just
child?
broke the immersion. It's gone.
I did. Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's gone.
It's gone. I'm sorry.
Nah, anyways, I'm just talking about the difference between Halloween and Carnival. Because Halloween in the US is like our carnival,
Mhm.
where we dress up. Like on Carnival, we dress up like whatever we want. And Halloween is more like where you go as zombie or a bloody, slutty nurse or whatever it is, right? So this is
Mhm.
the kind of stuff here. And I wasn't really like celebrating it as a child. I think it got like it caught my interest when I like was in my teens and then like later on in my 20s.
Oh, not earlier, really?
Not really. I don't think so. We never really did much. I started doing the Halloween parties
Okay.
where I did my Halloween party. I host my Halloween party for 10 years now, I think, or 9 years, at least since
Okay.
I'm in Graz.
Yeah.
But I never did it as serious as we did last year and this year. Like this
Okay.
year is the most like with the topic and everything we have is I'd say the very first super themed Halloween party.
Mhm.
Before that, I always just like told everyone, if you want to dress up. Feel free to dress up, but if you don't want to, you don't have to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this year is a full-on Halloween bloody shit birthday party. So I never really cared for it when I was young because
Mhm.
it was also my birthday and I had just a normal birthday party, right? If I was a
Yeah.
child wanting to have like bloody hands hanging in my house and all the children, like what would the parents say? I wasn't that psycho when I was a child. And then
I wasn't that
also
psycho publicly yet.
also publicly, yeah, I just unleashed the demons like I'd say a few years ago. But what also got me more into Halloween was when I realized I'm like fuck, what's her Claire from Modern Family, because she is so obsessed with Halloween.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she was the most like the craziest, ugliest, dirtiest, scariest, fucked up shit on Halloween. And then I was sitting there watching these episodes and I was like, fuck, yes, I love that too. I want that too.
Mhm.
I want everyone to die because of scared. So yeah, I'm just I got into it when I was older.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I have to say, I think for me it was like a teacher that I had that
Mhm.
brought it up. So we had, I think, in school that we learned about it, like in Volksschule or something like that.
Mhm.
And I remember, I think I was still in primary school or something like that. I was to my mom, I was like, I want to dress up as a witch together with my friend Caro back then.
Mhm.
And but she wouldn't buy me a costume because she was
Mhm.
like, I don't know, like nobody had their things out or anything. And I
Mhm.
remember my mom, she would call it the Müllsackhexe. It is exactly
Okay.
what it sounds like. So it called the trash bag witch. So basically,
Mhm.
what my mom would have done has done, which is technically really creative, and I don't think I had pictures. I need to see if I find pictures of this. But
Mhm.
basically, what she did, because she didn't want to buy me costumes and my friend neither, so she would take black trash bags and she would
Mhm.
take like what is it called, an samtakan,
Gifter?
antaka, yeah,
Yeah.
like a I don't know, the little
Let
metal
me
things that you can put stuff together. I
let
don't
me
know.
look for the
Steffi's
word.
checking the English word for it. Antaka.
Stapler.
A stapler. Yeah, she would staple together a dress out of trash bags on my body, and then she would just buy like we would still have from Carnival, like the makeup and stuff. So she would just make black
Mhm.
lips, a black eyeliner, and I had like the trash bag dress on, and that was the
Yeah.
trash bag witch.
Oh my god.
Mm,
Nice.
die
Creative.
Müllsackhexe. Yeah,
Die Musterkekse.
and
You
then I went
can
around with my friend, and I'm not sure if it was with Verena or if it was with Caro. I think it was with Verena because Caro was too I think it was with Caro because Verena was too young back then. And I remember I got like the boots from my mom. Like she had like
Oh, don't.
snake leather high heel boots, you know? They were way too big, but we were running with them around, and then we were ringing at people's door and we were like, trick or treat, and nobody knew what was going on. We were like, you need to give us treats because it's Halloween, and everyone was like, what the fuck is Halloween? So but yeah,
You were early then. with
yeah, it was.
this.
I think I must have been like, before my teens for sure, because otherwise I would have
Uh,
not let my mom staple trash bags at me. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
As stupid as it sounds, but so yeah, I think it was like 10, 11, something like that, and then yeah, I think, but to think about it, like I think that was also around the time where like all the Halloween movies come in, and I love watching those. Like I always
Mhm.
loved everything, that was like Charmed or Sabrina and all of that stuff. And I remember when I was so in love with like all the spooky stuff and like
Mhm.
witches and I was always really, really drawn to this. Like I still have all the Charmed books and everything. Like, do you
Mm.
remember the huge magic book in Charmed with the logo?
Yeah, of
I
course,
had I
with the
had like
emblem.
yeah, exactly. I had like one of those. Like
What?
yeah, I had one of those.
Nice.
So I need to see if I still have that. That's probably worth a shit ton now. That was really cool.
Mhm.
But anyway, and I was so in love with like the whole idea of witches and having a black cat. Like I need to ask my mom if she still has one of those. But when I would write for Christmas, like what I wanted for Christmas, I always wrote on it, I want a little black cat. And I wished
Oh.
every year for a black cat as a pet. And then
Oh.
when I was fucking 24, Blinky stood in front of my door. How
The
crazy is that?
universe, yes.
So I got hurt, even though if it was a little late. But I got my little black cat. I got my
Ma, that's
little
so cool.
witch cat. So I don't know, like I was always in love with everything Halloween. And like I always did my makeup really crazy. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember,
you
like
did.
every
I
9 years,
remember them.
like with the patchwork skin, whatever it is,
Where
like
you show your muscles and flesh and everything. I remember that as
mm,
well.
like
Yeah, you always
I
did.
love everything about Halloween. But I never had friends that wanted to like dress up and stuff. So I was always like everybody, when you go out to Halloween in Austria, like when you were older, everybody had a little bit of blood everywhere. And I was always the
Mhm.
person that went over and beyond with everything. Like everybody
Yeah.
was always like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And all my friends were like, "Oh yeah, you can put a little blood on the edge of my mouth for me." Like I was like,
Don't ruin my makeup.
exactly. I'm gonna go as a vampire. Put a drop of blood next to my mouth.
Yeah.
Mm. I would
Nah,
go
I'm
with like
super
a
excited
Chelsea
for
smile and like a cutthroat and whatever. Like
so good. It's so good.
I love it.
Like the more the years pass, the more obsessed I get with it. I don't know why. It's just I want it to be spookier and bloodier every year. Like I don't know what's wrong with me. At some point, I was. You remember? You probably don't. I have one of these little holes above my kitchen entry,
No, I
which
don't
is
remember
like
that.
this size.
Okay.
It's like it's very small though. I don't know what it was before, like
Mhm.
in the early years of this house, but the hole is still there. And I wanted to put like a torso through this hole where you see just the inside and then it just blood dropping down, right?
Mm.
I would love to do that, but I think it's very annoying when there's like
You
fake
go
blood
through it.
dropping down all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not doing this, but I want everything just to be super fucked up. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
really
super excited
excited.
for it.
Like I
Same.
really want to make like a cool costume for this year as well. So I think
Yeah, same.
after this recording, I'm gonna go all in and I'm gonna order it. Fuck it.
Mhm.
And yeah, if
That's
you want,
also
we can we
huh.
can craft some stuff together whenever you have the time.
Yeah.
I would love
Oh,
to
yeah, because of
with the sticks
the
and
cane,
everything.
right? I need to talk to my dad and see when I have time in
Mhm.
October. Like,
Mhm.
and I
Mhm.
need to come home and then we craft our own
Yeah, yeah. We can make a
wandering
creative
cane.
stream, or we can even just do it like this. It doesn't have to be a stream.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Mhm.
anyway, I think that was a nice start into this spooky week. We're gonna be back next week with maybe a spooky story or something like that. Until then,
maybe
you're gonna
about
have
ghosts.
yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe we can even talk about our ghost experiences. I'm gonna write that down actually. If we believe in ghosts and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna be back next week with some cool topics. And again, if you have any cool ideas for us that you want us to talk about in those spooky episodes, please leave us a comment. As per usual, thank you so much for your support. We love you, and we see you again next Monday. Bye.
Peace.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Derps and Burps podcast.
If you enjoyed it, make sure to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram at derps'nburps. See you online.